I've got Silicon Labs for you. This stock, not like one we talk about a lot. The ticker symbol is SLAB, S-L-A-B, up 50%. Just to give you an idea, it's based in Austin, market cap $4.5 billion. 1 year return last year, a snoozer, basically flat. The big news today, Texas Instruments is going to buy Silicon Labs for $7.5 billion. That works out to about $231 a share. Transaction expected to close in the first half of next year. And it looks like Silicon Labs investors like this deal. If you're not familiar with it, Silicon Labs chips are used in everything from smart home devices, industrial automation, battery storage, and commercial lighting. And, you know, Texas Instruments, I checked. I mean, I guess no surprise. Stock is down about 3%. But last week, surprisingly strong sales forecast. I think Texas Instruments is sometimes seen as a barometer, you know, of sorts for much of the economy because of its outsized role in the global supply chain. So there's your big deal of the day.
And Tom,
I've also got Eli Lilly.
Just a second, Tom, guess who advised Silicon Labs from an M&A perspective? Frank Quattrone.
Oh, my word.
Catalyst Partners. Still getting it done out in Silicon Valley.
Done, to say the least.
Cheers to Frank.
There you go.
He and Mike Mayo worked together a few years ago at Credit Suisse. Alexis, please.
All right. Eli Lilly up 8%, absolutely obliterated forecast. Expects sales to grow as much as 27% this year. We know it's got those blockbuster weight loss drugs, Mounjaro, Zepbound. Sales more than doubled in those drugs year over year. And that's helping give it an edge over rivals like Novo Nordisk, which, by the way, I want to mention, down 5%. Wow. Said sales are going to drop as much as 13% this year. If that doesn't underline, you know, price competition in the U.S., also some of its generic versions of its blockbuster drugs are coming to market. So weighing on Eli Lilly there. And, you know, President Trump also made cutting drug costs a key priority of this administration. And we know that Eli Lilly and Novo have both struck deals to offer lower prices as a result.
Right.
And I want to move over to the food space.
Oh, yeah. Now we're talking.
Chipotle.
I went there yesterday.
Oh,
had a
really?
lovely lunch on 3rd Avenue.
Oh, well, they're going to be very pleased that you said that because the stock is down 5% today. I don't know about you. I used to go more often. It's been a while. I feel like it's lost its mojo. You know, last year... What was it? And what, you know what? The food prices have gone up, and I have noticed that. But also just the for a little while, they weren't giving you as much food.
Well, they fixed that in a big way.
Yeah. So now
they went overboard. Now they overload it.
Give me extra chicken. So Chipotle last year stock down 39%. Wow. They're trying to convince younger consumers, especially because that's really their bread and butter, that there's value there, right? You got these budget conscious shoppers. Where's the value? Also, believe it or not, the weight loss drugs are giving them a problem because people are consuming fewer calories and just higher prices in general, inflation hitting them as well. They had that incident a couple of years ago, the rash of food safety concerns, that sort of tarnished their image. They had a new CEO at the time. They seem to have bounced back from that, but they just cannot seem to get the traction and get the foot traffic back into the stores at Chipotle.
I had a great lunch there yesterday. High-fiving those folks.
Do they do breakfast? I don't think so.
Breakfast. With the Pepsi announcement, I believe it was yesterday. That, you know, like Doritos and Cheetos and the rest, they're going to lower the price.
I know.
And I got to believe, Alexis, they're going to lower the price, but also make the portion smaller.
Well, that's shrinkflation, right?
Yeah, that's why you go get an MBA.
Exactly.
Shrinkflation.
Figure that out. Yep.
I mean, is that where we are in terms of affordability and purchasing power?
Well, it's a sad state of affairs if it is, but I think you're right.
We'll have to see. Huge amount of mail this morning for Alexis Christoforous and Joan Jett. It's great to see.
Yes.
Stock Movers, it's a podcast. Thank you so much, Alexis.